Hey, Kirsty Snyder here, ready to rock. It is about 6 p.m. on May 24th, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be here with you. So if you're on the replay from mytiktokplaylist.com, be sure to put replay in the comments below. If you gain something from what we talk about today, which I never really have an agenda, I'm more just say and flow however it goes. But as soon as you have a bit of value, please drop the word value, especially those on the replay. I want to be able to collaborate with you. Remember, you can catch this replay and all other replays from my TikTok channel on mytiktokplaylist.com. I'm very excited to chat with you guys today. So when you get on, make sure to say hi. Taylor, I can already see you, my girl. How are you? Let me know when you guys are here. And then I'm going to specifically ask for your participation. How much do you want to make online? If you could have an additional amount every single month paid to you like clockwork, how much would it be and why? Drop me a comment, let me know. Because some of you guys are going to say $100 a day, like a $3,000 monthly paycheck, right? Some of you guys are going to go higher or lower than that. I want to know where you are for making money online, for what you want to make. And if you were to get paid that every single month, let's say I called you up and I said, hey, Taylor, hey, Donna, hey, Babita, how can I help you? Oh, wait, here's a check for $3,000. Here's a check for $10,000. Here's a check for $2,800, whatever your goal. How would that help you out? Drop me a comment. Here's the thing though, a couple dozen of you guys on, a couple dozen comments should come through. Let's be real. You're being here on purpose. You're being here live for intention of being able to increase financially. Let me know how much you want to make. If I were to write you a paycheck every single month and you made that every single month for the next year, how much would it be and why? And don't say something outlandish that's like $1 billion. Yeah, you and everyone else. But what right now could help you out in the best way possible? 3,000, 5,000, 1,700. What does that look like for you if you had that extra income? Okay. Truck driver life. Let me know your real name so I can address you accordingly. You want to make an extra $3,000 a month. Okay, cool. So what are you making right now as a truck driver? And what would help in the extra 3,000? Like, why 3,000? Where would you spend it? Why would you need it? What does it look like for you if you were able to have the extra 36,000 a year? What does that look like for you? Drop me a comment, be bold. Let me know. And even those on the replay, if you're so bold to comment and say, I want to make this amount, this would help me out, do the same if you're on the replay from mytiktokplaylist.com, okay? Okay, so you'd be able to quit work. Tangela, is that how you say your name? Let me know. Tangela, you'd be able to quit work, meaning you don't have to drive trucks anymore, right? So 3,000, how many hours a month do you work? Let me know. How many hours a month do you work? Is it a typical like 8 hours a day? So 160 a month, give or take? What does it look like for you? Because the truth is, Tangela, you deserve way more than $3,000 a month, especially being on the road, especially having to truck drive. Now, if that's the industry you chose and that was good at one point or another, there's a reason that you and I are connecting right now. And I want you to lean into why we're connecting so that you can, instead of working 50 hours a week to make $3,000, $3,000 take home, right? Or $3,000 after tax or before tax. Let me know. 3,000 divided by, you work, let's say 200 hours a month. Let's see. You're only making $15 an hour. No, Tangela, you deserve way more than that. You deserve way more than that. Do you agree? Put agree in the comments, Tangela, if you agree with me. There's a reason that we're connecting. If there was a way for you to make an extra 3,000, eventually step away from truck driving, and instead of working freaking 50 hours a week, what if you did 14 hours a week? What if you did 20 hours a week and you did it from home, around your schedule, literally from the device that you're watching me right now? What do you want in? Be bold, Tangela. Would that help you out? Because we are made for so much more than clocking freaking 50 hours a week to barely make $15 an hour. That's ridiculous. You deserve way more than that. Okay? So think a little bit larger than Tangela. If you make right now $3,000 a month after punching a clock and being on the road and having your knees hurt, if you make $3,000 a month after the 200 hours every single month punched for someone else, clocked in for someone else, why would you then settle for only $3,000 to replace it? Is $3,000 enough to cover your bills? Is that barely getting by? Is that paycheck to paycheck? Is that comfortable? Let me know. Because the only way for you to increase financially is for you to actually do something different in your daily routine instead of pulling more hours. You could go from 50 hours to 60. You could pull Monday to Friday, 12-hour days if you really wanted to. But I don't want you to, right? If you had a solution to do, say, half the time and make the same amount or more, wouldn't that make more sense? Does that make sense? I hope that resonates even a teeny bit with you, Tangela. I'm glad that you're here. Let's see. Shades of long hair. Let me know your real name so I can address you accordingly. Do you go live often to talk about what you do? I do. Probably average twice a day. If you guys caught me live earlier, it was total mom life and it was psycho. Now my kids are outside on their bikes and scooters, so they're having a good time with their dad, their sister, you know. I talk about what I do if it's brought up, but my intent in going live is not to sit and talk about what I do. It's to help you out with your lane for making money online and be able to provide a better solution for marketing, a better solution for making and increasing your income, being able to scale in the best way that you want, that kind of a thing. So that's why I go live. Let's see. Yep, exactly, Tangela. You don't want to. Exactly. Owner operator, how much a day? How much? Let me know what you mean. Are you talking how much I make a day, or are you talking how much you make a day? Let me know. Kind of out of context because I guess I'm barely seeing these comments come through. So it looks like you make $10,000 after tax. $10,000 after tax, and you're an owner operator. Awesome. Do you do network marketing? Sorry, I'm trying to connect the dots for your few comments here. And let me know your real name so that I can help you out. Mac King, but let me know your real name. Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of us we talk all day long. We tell everyone and their dog, I want to make more money. I want to be able to do this. I want to fire my boss. I want to work less hours. I want to go on a vacation. I want to get out of debt. We have all of those things, right? We talk. Even right now, you might say, I want to get out of debt. I want financial freedom. I want to be able to make extra this and that, right? We talk and then we don't go do it. How come? You want to get out of debt. You want to be able to increase financially. You want to be able to take your family on a trip to Hawaii, a trip to Dubai, a trip to France, a trip to whatever. And you talk and you might tell someone multiple times a day, multiple people, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then you don't go do it. Why? Why don't you go do it? What's the difference between you actually going and doing it compared to you talking about it? It's the action step, right? Well, how come we're not taking action? Why aren't we taking action on what we continue to talk about? Drop me a comment. Let me know. Are you scared? Is it, yeah, exactly, Tangela, time consuming? You'd rather talk about the goals you have because you're worried about how much time it will take or how much time it will cost for you to get to where you want to go. So instead you talk about it instead of walking the walk, right? What else? Time is a big concern. Okay. Tangela says money. Money because you don't think you can afford a side hustle. Money because you don't make enough, so you just want to stay where you are financially, even though you talk and say you want to increase financially. What does that look like? What do you mean by money? Chris, awesome to have you. Thank you for telling me your name. I appreciate it. Now, here's the thing. The last thing, a big thing, and what it comes down to, can I afford it? That's a huge reason why people don't start a side hustle, or they do and then they waver because they think that they're just forking out more and more money, right? And a lot of them are. You're just forking out more money and you never make money. Ugh, yuck. Can I afford it? How much time will it take? to get to where I want to go, to, every day, how much time do I need to work on this talent, work on this skill, develop how I need to get or to go, right? We wonder if it's going to take too much time, so we don't do it at all. What's the last one, do you think? Biggest reason a person does not actually start making money online. Oh no, is it going to take too much time? Oh no, can I afford it? And what's the last one? What do you think? There's three. There's always, always, always a top three. And I run into this almost every single day. What's the last one, do you think? Misty, good to have you. Okay, you're worried it's a scam? Okay, that's a good one, Phil. Understanding. Tangela, you're right on point, babe. I love it. You're worried that you don't know how. I don't know how to make money online. So yeah, Jess, will I succeed? Is it a scam? Right? I don't know how to make money online. I don't know how to replace my job. So I'd rather talk and talk and talk to other people, my dog, my sister, my best friend, about how I want to make more money, how I wish I could get out of the rat race, how I hope to one day leave my boss and never have to clock in again. You'd rather talk about it than actually go do it because you're worried, do I know how? Okay, listen. Of course you don't know how. You're not doing it. Of course you're not able to actually go and learn it, because if you don't take the action to actually go learn it, ironically, you're never going to know how. So isn't it funny that we'd rather sit and talk about how we don't know how to increase? We sit and make noise about how we want to increase, yet we don't want it bad enough because we don't go take action. Is it going to be uncomfortable to develop a new skill set, to make money online, to generate yourself weekly paychecks? With what I do, you get paid every single Wednesday like clockwork. Every single Wednesday like clockwork. And yet you're worried you don't know how. Well, when I started a couple years ago, I didn't know how either. In fact, I was left in the dark. I was left completely in the dust after I was told I would fail unless I upgraded to their blueprints. No, I don't do that program. You guys maybe know what I'm talking about. When I was told I would fail unless I upgraded, oh my gosh, I did not have that money, let alone to go to a course, to toss it to something that I was scared to afford. Do I have enough time? And do I know how? Thank heavens I didn't upgrade. I would have been out $2,500 and left in the dark, right? With me, you don't have to get a course. With me, I teach you for free every single week. Every single week, 3 times a week, because I'm sick and tired of people upselling because they just want to make another dollar from you. And then as soon as they make $1, they're like, see ya, thank you, and goodbye. And you're like, wow, how am I supposed to squash the belief that I can learn how to do this and I have no help? For someone like myself, when I was left in the dark, when I was completely just like, here you go, here you are, kicked to the dust, thank you very much, thank you for making me some money. When that happened, I had a choice, much like you guys. Are you willing and able to do what it takes to get to where you want to go, or would you rather play victim? Because when I was told I would fail, I could have sat in that frustration for so long. And I'll be honest, it took me like 2 months to finally get out of my own way and say, you know what? Screw that. I don't need a freaking blueprint course from a dumb person telling me I'll fail. Watch me. And so I decided, I made a committed decision to figure it out. Now, everything that I give through digital marketing for free, continuously for free, replays included, funnels, capture pages, email sequencing done for you on the back end. You even get a custom app for lead generation in one spot. All the training you get for free. Why? Because all the training you get is literally my blood, sweat, and tears for when I was left in the dark and I had no help. And I was done. Even still today, makes me sick having people be like, come buy this course so that you can sell a course about selling courses. Okay, make this make sense, everybody. If I'm selling a course And not just the $2,500 one. I'm talking anything, you know the things, okay? I'm talking anything. Anything that you have to buy material and training for that just teaches you how to then resell that training to learn how to sell the course of how to sell courses. I make it make sense. I don't understand it. If the material, here's how to market, here's my system, what's it called? System IO. Here's my, way to build funnels. If it really worked, wouldn't that be then the result of you using what you learned inside of that course and putting it towards a product and service to sell, instead of you just selling the system that's selling a system? I'm just saying, can you guys make it make sense? Because that to me does not make sense. That does not resonate. It doesn't add up. It ends up being a system selling a system. It's like if I were to say, hey, Tangela, hey, Kara, hey, Joe, hey, Chris, let me get you into a course about how to sell a course. I get that those things are needed, and there are some people who are smashing it with that type of concept, and that's great. But for me, it doesn't make sense. If the course that you're selling really did work, wouldn't someone, little newbie, someone who's scared, someone who has never made a dime online before, wouldn't they then be able to take that training material and apply it anywhere? If they want to sell things on Etsy, if they want to do Amazon FBA, if they want to be an affiliate for Target, if they want to do digital marketing like me, if they, wouldn't it mean that the material they learned, they could apply anywhere? But instead, it's like a rat race, mouse trap. I don't know what you want to call it, but you're just selling the same thing you opted into to resell how to market. And then what? It just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. So for me, back then, a couple years ago, when I was told into you'll fail unless you upgrade to this training, I was like, yeah, right. I turned that frustration into ambition. I do what I do now. And I handle so much on the back end for free so that you can win faster than just forking out more and more money. For what purpose? To make someone else money? Okay, go get a job. Go punch the clock and make your boss more money. That's what that is, right? Being able to effectively do digital marketing and learn for free, first on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel has 30 different videos in one playlist, how to effectively market, no matter your lane, whether it's high ticket affiliate marketing, whether it's digital marketing, whether it's low ticket, whether it's selling tanning lotion, whether it is, selling a training for dogs, whatever, okay? You could literally learn for free on my YouTube channel. You could even clone my funnel. You could clone my email sequencing. You would be able to do all of that for free. But instead, we're just bogged down on platforms like this, saying you have to buy a course in order to make money online. You don't have to buy a course. You really don't. And whoever's telling you that is trying to make $1 from you, which is great. Sometimes that really works for them, and that's awesome. But the problem I have is those people, not all of them, but some of those people are also the ones doing short form videos that say, da 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 da, here's the top 10 ways to make money online. And you can make $50 by typing, and you can do voiceover work. Just kidding, come to my link because I'm actually going to sell you into a high ticket offer. That's not how to effectively market. That's a person who does not know how to market. And then they're all duplicating and doing the same things when really what they're telling you to do is not something they do at all. It's actually completely irrelevant to what they're secretly then going to slide you into. And then you can just hope that they don't leave you in the dark and that you have the money to upgrade to whatever they're actually going to slide you into. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Send them my way. I will teach them to effectively market, even if they are selling a course. If you're selling a course, if you're doing something that's high ticket, if you're doing the one and done sales, then you want more sales because as soon as your content stops, your income stops. If you're selling something that is a one and done commission, even if it's high ticket, as soon as you stop producing content, your income stops. right? That's why I chose digital marketing. That's why I chose a passive digital product, meaning it's needed every single month. So someone could actually stop producing content or take a trip to Hawaii and still be getting paid, because if you put in the work now, you reap the harvest by planting the seeds. All the seeds and all the sales that you make now, the product is needed, so your retention increases, because just like a gym membership, just like a Netflix account, people want to pay to play, right? They want to pay to play. You can't just go on Netflix and be like, hey, Netflix, I'm only going to pay once a month, but I want access to it here in June. No, they'd be like, no, you pay to play. Membership has its privileges, right? And it's the same thing with what I do. What I sell for the digital marketing is needed every single month. So it's not just a one high ticket, one and done sale, make money, see you later. No, you get me for life and you get my training for free 3 times a week so that you can actually generate passive income. But some of you out there are like, okay, cool, well, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe you've gotten over the fact that it's going to take time to develop the skill. Of course it is, just like with anything. You didn't know how to go to college or to quit a job or to, get married or to get divorced. You didn't know how to move. You didn't know how to accept a job and a new responsibility till you did it. Same thing here. You're expecting perfection for no reason, and really, it's just you developing the skill set to attain the income that you want and be able to do it from home. Is that uncomfortable? Duh. Because it's more typical and more normal to go clock in for someone or something else. So when it's all up to you to do it, it's like, oh no, can I afford it? Do I have the time? You have the time to watch Netflix. You can afford your little coffee in the morning every single month, every single day, right? It's no different here. It's just about a matter of priority. And guess what? How long it's going to take you to get to the financial success that you want? We'll use Tangela as an example. Tangela specifically said that she works 50 hours a week to barely make $3,000 a month. At the end of the day, that's $15 an hour. Tangela is worth way more than that. She is, and so are you guys. But unless you actually believe that, you're never going to have the opportunity to go develop the skill set and the discipline it takes to get there to increase yourself financially. You know what I mean? If that resonates at all with you, drop the word resonate. Because the truth is, you guys, truly, the truth is, everything that you want, especially when it comes to your finances, because I like talking about the financial side of things, anything that you want financially wants you too. But if you don't choose to go develop the skill set to get what you continue talking about, you really are just making noise. I don't want you to make noise. I want you to go get the thing that you keep talking about. Instead of remaining as you are. It's what we would call Groundhog Day. Same old results, same old thing, because you're doing the same thing, expecting something else, and you still don't have the results that you want. Tangela, you're not a slow learner unless you say so. Something that you can be passionate about, you learn fast because the reason why you started it is so strong. It's not if you're slow or if you're fast, it's that you're comparing what you believe fast is in comparison to I'm slow. No, you're not. No, you're not. It took me 3.5 weeks to make my first ever commission online. And that first commission was only $20. From there, 30 days later, I made $7,700. From there, 30 days later, I made $11,000. Take me as evidence you can do the same. In fact, take me as evidence you can smash it even more than me, maybe, if you allow yourself to think that. Because if you decide to partner with me, you get all the tools for free. When I took 3.5 weeks to make my first ever $20 online, I had no help. I never took a course. I didn't know how to build a funnel. I didn't know how to do email sequencing. I was so overwhelmed with how to do it that I created what I do now that you get for free so that you didn't have to struggle, so that you could have the how-to steps instead of feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't know how. I can't just keep forking out money for all these things that I don't know how to use, right? Funnels, capture pages, email sequencing. Guess what? You don't need funnels. You don't need email sequencing. If no one hits your funnel because your marketing sucks, there will be no one to email. So why in the world would you think you have to pay for that? You need to be focusing in on how to effectively market. You know what I mean? How many of you guys right now already have a business? Whether that's something through like social media, whether you're using something like TikTok to gain more clients, gain more customers. If you want to scale your business, just put the word scale, because you don't have to do what I do. If you don't resonate, if you don't want to make passive income through digital products, digital marketing, that's perfectly fine. I'm still here to help. Okay, so Felix and Rocky, awesome to have you again. Good to see you again. Tangela, okay, cool. Jean, is it Jean or Jeannie? I want to say it's Jean, but if it's not, please let me know. So Jean, you already have a business. Cool. What are you making right now with your business, and where do you want to see it go to by the end of the year? The reason I say by the end of the year is because it's about halfway through. Let's set like a 6-month goal. If you're at this spot, how much do you want to make by December? Okay. It is Jeannie. Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me. How much do you want it to go to? And how are you marketing right now? Okay, so you don't have one right now. Awesome. James says you don't have one as of right now. Okay, so listen, you guys. For those of you who do not have a business yet, I challenge you to go over to my YouTube channel, see if digital marketing with what I do and how I do it, how I teach, how I provide helps. If you resonate, get involved. We'll see you in a second. But go over to my YouTube channel, go get fully informed. Okay, it's not my job to sell you on the business. It's your job to understand if you want to do digital marketing and to get the information for how to do it. If it aligns with you financially, see you soon. My YouTube channel is just my first last name. The spelling of my first last name is in my bio if you guys need it. Diana Pace, what's up? Diana, you guys, has a business. She's in real estate. And Diana, if I could be so bold to ask, how much are you doing in real estate right now, and where do you want to get to? Drop me a comment. Let me know if you're still here, okay? Because real estate comes and goes. Real estate is not, it is a one and done sale, just like we talked about, right? The more houses you sell, the more houses that you buy, right? For your buyers, your sellers, the more that you make as a real estate agent. But because it's not passive, there's a constant need for production, right? Constant need for locally getting the right clients, the right people in your corner, the referrals, etc. But if someone like Diana were to do social media and use the right hashtags, she'd be able to get locally the right people in her corner, and she wouldn't just have to do it from word of mouth. Now, I'm not saying Diana's doing it that way. I'm just saying it as an example. If Diana, for example, is making, 10 grand a month, closing at least one, just say one house a month, there's a way that Diana can scale that, even though what her thing is local. What I do is digital, it's global. So I can reach someone in Canada. Well, Diana's not going to necessarily, depending how it's set up, she's not necessarily going to sell a house in Canada for someone she's never met. So how would Diana scale it? Well, guess what? If you go over to freesocialmediatraining.com, freesocialmediatraining.com, Diana and others who already have a business, even those on the replay, if you're catching my replay from my TikTok playlist, this goes for you, okay? mytiktokplaylist.com. If you go to freesocialmediatraining.com, you've got almost 36 videos for how to scale, maintain, and maximize what you currently do with your business. And it's all through social media so that you can control your income instead of paying for ads, paying for clicks, paying for traffic, okay? Let me know if that makes sense. James, awesome. I'd love to connect with you. Lynn, 50K. So real quick, Lynn, if you're still here, drop me a comment. Just put yes real fast. You said 50K. Do you make that each month? Is that your goal? Is that a current business? Is that something you want to do with a new business? What does that look like for you? Let me know as far as the 50K comment. And then Kayla, awesome to have you, Kayla. Can we do your digital marketing as well as sell other products, or do we do them both together? If you want to use my training and put it towards something else, say you decide you have a huge love for selling on Etsy, then yeah, my training that you get for free could completely apply to that. The thing that would not apply to it, Kayla, would be my custom app. Because the custom app, when you get a lead, Billy Bob puts his in his info, that's specific for my digital savings membership. That wouldn't apply necessarily to, Etsy sales or whatever else. Diana, I see you're back on. Good to have you. Okay. If I missed any comments, please let me know. The biggest thing that you guys have to discover for yourself is if you're not yet making money online, you need to know where you want to go with making money online. How much do you want to make and why? Drop me a comment if you're bold. How much do you want to make and why? And then in what type of realm or what type of circumstance do you want to make that extra money? Do you want it to be affiliate marketing, high ticket, one and done commissions, higher pay? Do you want it to be lower ticket where it's passive, paid out every month? Eventually you walk away? Do you want it to be where you create the product and you ship it out to your customers? What do you want it to look like? Because without an actual destination for where you want to go, it won't matter what you choose. Okay? And then you get confused because you're choosing too many things for all these side hustles on this platform. And then you sit and paralyzed because you don't actually know what it is you want, right? So you have to answer for yourself. Do I want passive income? Do I want one and done sales? Do I want to sell something that's high ticket? Do I want low ticket? Do I want something that provides me the training, or do I want to go through the trenches alone? Do I want community backing me so that I have the help? Or do I want to completely just focus and be at my house and just do my thing, right? You have to discover that for yourself. As soon as you know where you want to go, the opportunity for how to do whatever side hustle you choose will come. But until you know where you want to go, you're not going to know a destination, the how to get there, you know? Let's see, just going through these comments here. Felix and Rocky says $60,000 a month as an affiliate. Okay, cool. So Felix and Rocky, do you want it to be where it's high ticket commissions, one and done sales, or do you want retained sales where you're getting paid for the work you do now consistently every month, getting up to 60 grand? You know, only you can answer that. You want a retained sale. Okay, so for affiliate marketing, it would be what can you get passionate about that's needed every single month that say, I don't know, say is $1,000. That would be a high ticket thing if it's a retained sale, just saying. If it's a high ticket thing and it's a retained sale, what are you willing and able to do the right marketing so that someone would be willing to spend, let's say the example, $1,000 a month so that you can make the 60 grand by having, say, 70 customers or 75 customers or whatever else? And what are you willing and able to do to make sure that that sale is retained so that the person wants to be involved with you and be in that product every single month instead of it being a one and done sale? Does that make sense? Let me know. And this is all just food for thought for you. That's food for thought for you, because when you can align with where you want to go, the opportunity for how to get there is going to present itself. I relate it all the time to, you know, going and getting in your car. Well, if you didn't have a destination, you'd have no reason to pull out of the driveway, right? What would you do? Just sit and idle in your car? No, you'd have to have a destination. And then when you tell Siri directions to blah, 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 she lays out all the detail for turn right here and go through the roundabout. And then 4 miles, you're going to turn left and blah, blah, blah. And it's the same thing with your goals. The more specific you can be with your destination for your finances, the more specific the route in which to get there. Does that make sense? Drop me a comment if that resonates, you guys. Because I want to be able to collaborate with you, but I also don't want to just sit here and talk, and you're like, huh, right? So let me know if that resonates, if it makes sense, if it's something that's like, oh, that actually light bulb, right? Now, on top of that, how much do you guys want to make? Drop me a comment. Let me know how much you want to make. Taylor, I see you. How much do you want to make? If you could just write yourself a paycheck every single month, how much would it be? And let's say you were working, let's say you were working 15 to 25 hours. 15 to 25 hours a week rather than 40, rather than 50, rather than 60. Okay? So Jess wants to make 25 grand a month. Okay, cool, Jess. How much are you making now? What are you making right now? Because think about it for a moment. Could you go into your current job, however you're making income right now, Jess, and say, hey, boss, I need an annual $300,000 raise? And your boss is like, cool, sounds good, Jess. Write it off. Here you go. Probably not, right? And even if your boss did, you know for a fact, Jess, that that's going to come with more responsibility, more stress, more hours clocked, more time away from your family and other things that you want to do, right? So if there was a way to get yourself to 25 grand a month by working, say, 15 to 20 hours a week, what do you want in? Only you can answer that, right? Let's see. You want to make 200 daily? Awesome. 6 grand a month. What are you willing and able to do to get there? Answer that. Then you'll know where to go. Kayla says you want to make an extra 2,000 per month. Okay, cool. So 2,000 a month is about $12 an hour if you're working 160 hours a month. If you were able to do it in, say, a third the time and still make 2,000, would that be worth it to you? Yes or no? Dusty wants to make 33,000. Awesome. Love it. Why 33? Taylor wants to make 3 grand a month. Okay, cool. $100 a day. You know that's one sale a day. Baby, you can do it. You can do it. Extra 5,000 monthly. Okay, cool. So an annual 60 grand. Are you willing and able to do what it takes to get to 60 grand written for your own paycheck rather than punching a clock for someone else? Are you willing and able to do that? Jess says $30 an hour. No way. Now way I could make that. Got you. Okay, so if you're before tax, after tax, whatever, at $30 an hour, that's what, 60 grand a year? 60 grand a year. But what if you were able to do it in a third the amount of time? Would that be more empowering for you? Would that fulfill you in a different way? Because here's the thing, you guys. It's not about the money that you want. It's not about the steps in which to get there. It's not once you attain the money, oh my gosh, then what? It is all about magnifying who you are. Because if your mentality is, I need $200 a day, let's say you make 100, let's say you want to literally double your income, but you're crappy with your money, the increase in money will just make you more crappy with your money. Money is an amplifier. It magnifies what you already are. It's not going to solve problems. It's going to enhance them depending who you are and how you show up with how you treat money. Does that make sense? Drop me a comment. Let me know. Jess says, I would quit my job if I made 10 grand a month. Awesome. So Jess, what are you willing and able to do to get to 10 grand a month? Only you can answer that. You want to work less, Mitzi? Okay, cool. So what are you willing and able to do to make it so that you don't have to punch the clock for more money? Because all of you guys, oh my gosh, listen, you are made for more than just exchanging time for money forever. That's not how this should go. It should be where you could work less and make more. Right? Drop a yes if you agree with me. Let's see. Mitzi says, I work as a nurse, 2 jobs, 60 hours bi-weekly, and you make 2,000. Want to get to 5 to 10K in a month. Listen, Mitzi, you deserve way more than 2 grand a month, especially for a schedule like that, especially in the industry that you chose. You deserve way more than that. So ask yourself, am I willing to do what it takes to get to literally 4 times the amount that I currently make? And if I were to do it in a third the amount of time, would that not be worth it? Yeah, it would be a very obvious worth it. But the willingness to get there, the willingness to do what it takes is going to be the kicker. You might know that you're able. Oh, I just need the right thing. And then, and then I'll just develop the skill set to get there. I can do it, right? You believe in yourself, whatever. But the willingness to do what it takes is going to be the kicker. Because not everyone is willing, like actually disciplined, actually choosing the consistency to go get the thing that they talk about. Most of us just talk. We make noise. We don't walk the walk, right? If this worked, you wouldn't be telling us we'd become your competition. Okay, so become my competition, Echolink. I dare you. And I say that with the idea that I don't believe in competition. I believe in creation. If you're coming from a place of competition, you're coming from a place of there's not enough and I must lack and they must lack and I must be better and they must be less and blah, 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 blah. Nope. All of us can have anything that we want. Just because I have more or you have less or vice versa doesn't mean that it's competitive. No, doesn't mean that it's saturated. It means that you develop the skill set to get to where you want to go. No matter the number, you get there because of you, not because, oh, I'm in competition. Heck no. I've helped thousands of people for free. Not once have I felt, oh, crap, they're going to be my competition. Not once. And it's not because I'm more skilled. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with there is plenty for everyone. And if you're coming from a place of creation, literally create means to bring into existence. That means that there's plenty. If you come from a place of competition, you're coming from a place of lack, which will never help you financially. Sure, take a piece of my market share, I dare you. No one's gullible here, and you're about to be blocked. But thanks for joining. That was a good thought process there, boo. Not. He's gone. He's gone. But if you understood what I just said about creation compared to competition, drop me a comment. Because when you really, really understand that, you will never come from a place of lack. If people think, oh, well, this is saturated, well, there's too much of this out there, okay, then explain why so many people do really well with something like Amazon. How could you do well with Amazon? That is like the biggest company ever. And how would someone be able to rank on Google if there was just too much competition? No, it's the person who's resourceful. It's the person who goes after it and does what? Is willing to do what it takes. There's not saturation in the marketplace for anything. For Legendary, for master reseller rights, for Amazon FBA, for Etsy, for what I do, for anything. I mean, throw something in there like Mary Kay, okay? Selling my mascara, okay? The people who kill it with Mary Kay didn't get lucky. They did it based on design. And the more specific you can be with your goals, the more specific your results. You feel me? Now I'm going to run. My daughter is upstairs crying. I think I can hear her right now. Yeah, she's crying. Hopefully you guys can't hear it. She's grumpy. She's teething. But this replay will be on my TikTok playlist later tonight, depending when this downloads from TikTok. You can go to mytiktokplaylist.com and see all of the TikTok lives I've done for over the last week or two. The one from earlier today that you'll see was a lot of mom lives, so bear with me on that one if you watch the replay. But this one I hope you gained value from. If you did, for sure, go to mytiktokplaylist.com and you'll be able to catch the replay here in a couple hours when this downloads, and I can put it there on my channel so you guys have it. If you have questions about digital marketing, if you want to connect with me about how I can help you for free, for sure, find me on YouTube, find me on Facebook. How you spell my name, my handle is in my TikTok bio. I'd love to connect with you. Just let me know that you came from my TikTok live, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.